Hey there, Seahawks. It's Miss Adams, and in this video, we're going to talk about adding and subtracting functions. Alright, so let h of x equal 2x squared plus x minus 5, and g of x equal negative 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. Find h of x plus g of x. So I'm going to take h of x, which is 2x squared plus x minus 5, and I'm going to add everything that's in g of x. Okay, so I put it in parentheses so that I can make sure I distribute that addition sign. Well, when you distribute the addition sign, it's not going to change anything. Okay, so then I'm just going to rewrite it all as one big piece. So it's 2x squared plus x minus 5 minus 3x squared plus 4x plus 1. And I'm going to combine all my like terms. So all my x squared pieces with x squared pieces, x pieces with x pieces, and constants with constants. So 2x squared minus 3x squared will give me a negative 1x squared, or you could just put negative x squared. X plus 4x, there's really a 1 in front of that x, so I have 1x plus 4x is 5x. And then negative 5 plus 1 are my constants, that would give me negative 4. Alright, now let's do h of x minus g of x. So I'm going to take everything in h of x, and I'm going to subtract everything that's g of x. So now I have to distribute the negative. Well, when you distribute a negative, it is going to change the sign of everything. So if it was negative, it's going to become positive. And if it was positive, it's going to become negative. So I have 2x squared plus x minus 5. And then when I distribute a negative to a negative 3x squared, that becomes a positive 3x squared. When I distribute the negative to the 4x, it becomes a minus 4x. And when I distribute the negative to the 1, it becomes a minus 1. Now I'm going to combine like terms. So x squareds with x squareds, x's with x's, constants with constants. So 2x plus 3x would give me 5x squared. 1x minus 4x would give me a negative 3x. And negative 5 minus 1 would give me negative 6. Alright. 2. Consider the following functions. I have f of x, g of x, and h of x. Find f of x minus g of x. So f of x minus, well, if I look at g of x, it has to be simplified a little bit first. So I'm going to distribute that 2 in the g of x first. That would give me 4x squared plus 6x minus 8. Then I'm going to plug that in. Make sure you distribute your negative to all the terms. So I get 3x squared plus x plus 2 minus 4x squared minus 6x, and then plus 8. Combine like terms. So 3x squared minus 4x squared is negative 1x squared. I have x, 1x minus 6x would give me a negative 5x. 2 plus 8 would give me 10. B. Find g of x minus h of x. So again, I'm going to have to simplify some of these. So h of x, I distribute the 5. That gives me 5x squared minus 5. G of x, I'm going to distribute that 2. So I'll have 4x squared plus 6x minus 8 again. And when I subtract, you got to make sure you distribute that negative. So when I distribute the negative, I get this. And when I combine like terms, my x squared with x squared, x's with x's, I only have one x term, and constants with constants. So that gives me a negative 1x squared plus 6x. There's nothing to combine with the 6x. And then minus 3. Alright, C. Let m of x be f of x plus g of x. Find m of x. Okay, so I'm going to simplify g of x. So m of x equals f of x plus g of x. Now I'm distributing a positive, so none of my signs change it. So I just wrote it all as is. Combine like terms. X squareds with x squareds, x's with x's, constants with constants. That gives me 7x squared plus 7x minus 6. Alright. So I have found m of x from the last problem, and they want me to do h of x minus m of x. So h of x is 5x squared minus 5 when I distribute that 5. So I'm going to subtract m of x, so I got to make sure I distribute that negative. So it's going to be 5x squared minus 5 minus 7x squared minus 7x plus 6. Combine like terms, I have two x squared terms, so 5x squared minus 7x squared give me negative 2x squared. I don't have any other x terms, just the negative 7x. So I'm going to combine my constants. The negative 7x is going to come down, and negative 5x plus 6 would give me a positive 1. So negative 2x squared minus 7x plus 1. All right, that's it.